Divine! Please don't stop clapping until he climbs up. Don't stop clapping and shouting.
I know the fear no evil. Wisdom records. We ain't scared of nothing. Juju Kalaba. I know the fear no evil. Soldier took over the lane, but no be death ways. Do it for the kingdom, do it for the gang grace. I get the fame, I type the list, I win again. They ask me, what did it make you fear? My answer, next question.
Thank you.
I use the trap, I use the bait, you can't carry shame.
Thank you.
Like deja vu, I will without the rest of zero sata. Check, no be Mike, bang, game.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been amazing. Can you just put your hands together for yourselves? Come on now. Is that how you clap for yourself? You don't like yourself? Amazing. Please have your seat. Please have your seat. We are going to start. Before we do that, everybody, we are just going to share the link. I just felt a little bit generous. I want us to try to share the link. Can we have the TikTok link so that we all can share? And then we make it available for everyone. Thank you. We are going to have a very interesting one, as we'll be talking about managing work stress. So I'm sure, I can get the excitement, I can get the energy. So please, let's try to have that. Please come and make sure that this is. So, first I want to appreciate all our volunteers and partners of Wisdom Foundation. Thank you so much for the work you do, the inputs, the sacrifices, I've not found yet on earth a more sacrificial team than the Wisdom Foundation volunteers. Selfless in their pursuit, sacrificial, true servant leaders. And we also want to appreciate all our partners, those who have partnered with Wisdom Foundation all over the years. In fact, we can even stream this on TikTok right now because of the partnerships we have had, and giving some people the opportunity to participate. We have had some of you are even benefiting from tickets that have been subsidized or even paid for. So can we celebrate all our partners of Wisdom Foundation, as well as my amazing DiWise Consulting team, where we do personal and corporate consultancy. So thank you so much for being a part of this amazing edition. I think this should be the third edition we are having for this year. This should be the third edition we're having for this year. Please come and check this. This should be the third edition we are having for this year. I think we had the March edition, right? Then we had it should be May. There should be a May edition we had here at St. Clair, I think. Yes. So this is the July edition. This is the third edition we are having this year of the Rise of Giants. So truly the giants are rising. Yeah, the giants are truly rising. So here, for those of you who are just joining in, we share knowledge, we gain understanding, and we rise to the level of wisdom. As you know, wisdom is a principal thing in everything you want to do. We build ourselves on this foundation of wisdom, and we learn all what we are supposed to learn. Network. It's a true mentorship program for change makers, corporate executives, businessmen, students, workers, employers, employees. In fact, if you believe that you were designed to make a difference, this is such a mentorship program, and we connect with great minds. So a great mind is sitting beside you right now. I want you to greet them and say, I'm so glad to be beside a great mind like you. I'm so glad to be beside a great mind like you. It has been an amazing, I saw the amazing networking sessions. I saw the link up and the beautiful connections you people have been making. So let's dive right in. Managing work stress. Anybody who knows me knows my approach to dealing with stuff is always a little bit different. Most of the times, I bring you up to speed by engaging you in a more interactive and intellectual, or how can I put it? I raise up the bar by stirring up your mind rather than just feeding you with stuff. I don't think any of you are here right now because you don't know something. No, I don't think so. I don't think you are here right now because, in fact, one of the reasons why you are here is actually because of your love, your value for knowledge. And the value for knowledge comes by, first of all, having knowledge. Even in the Bible, they say fools don't like knowledge. They just hate knowledge. So, most of the times, people always have the general idea of, I am 8 things, 8 keys, 9 whatever. But I always prefer for us to have conversations. Are we together? I prefer conversations. Conversations mean I am more interested in stirring up and stirring up your mind. Sometimes I create more questions. Questions you should be asking, questions you should have as we do this. So, managing work stress. I will always start with what I always start, questions. I believe until you have right questions, you will not have right answer. How many of you have received a question paper in school, and then few minutes into the exam, they come and say, please, don't answer question 4. Because there is, how many of you used to like those kind of things? Because they used to give everybody, bonus. Because it's not your fault. Right? Because as long as the question is wrong, the answer must be wrong. So most of us suffer because we ask wrong questions. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Most of us are. One story in the Bible always intrigues me. They asked Jesus, who sinned? Did this man sin, or his parents sinned that he's somebody who was born with a defect? And they said, did this man sin or his parents sin for him to be suffering like that? Jesus asked that, I think the New Living Translation on the message, say, you are asking the wrong question. You're asking the wrong question. So we will start with a very important question. What is your perception of work? People start talking about work stress. Managing work stress. I know some of you are coming to say, point 1, hold the work like this. Point 2, put the work under your feet. Point 3, hold the work on his neck under your armpit. And stress it. In fact, stress the stress. What is your perception of work? First of all, anything that will stress you in this life comes from your perception, not the thing. I will prove it to you. We don't come here to, I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to, I just want us to have a good time, learn, question our belief systems, and get to the root of this matter. You know, there's too much information nowadays. In fact, everybody is talking. On social media, everybody is creating content. This is another content we're creating that we'll also upload. What is your perception of work? You see, every anxiety, every frustration, every worry, every depression. That's a new word. That is not a new word. That it's a common word now. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. Is depression real? Yes. But just because you say I'm depressed does not mean you are depressed. Every excitement as well and every motivation are all mental reactions. Did you hear what I said? The frustration, the anxiety, the worry, even your excitement and your motivation are all what? Mental reactions. And it's important, please. This is key. I start from here because it's paramount to all what we'll be discussing about. I'll prove it to you that they are mental reactions. How many of you... Okay. How many of you, when you were growing up, you used to not sleep deep or very well when it's Christmas? How many of you, when you had Christmas dress that you had to wear? Who knows what, who knows what I'm talking about? Like, you had something you had to wear. That night, you wake up like 5 times. And the morning is not reaching. You thought it was morning. How many of you went to sleep early and thought it was morning, only to wake up and discover your mother, they're still frying chin-chin? It means... Who knows what I'm talking about? Some of these children don't know this thing I'm talking about. Like, you woke up and they're still frying chin-chin around, you discover it was 11 p.m. or midnight. They're still frying chin-chin. You are wondering what is happening. Do you know when you are excited about something, you can wake up without alarm? True or false? How many of you have ever slept without alarm when you're looking forward to something and you woke up 30 minutes, 1 hour before time? Before the alarm. Please, are you getting what I'm saying? So you will see that your state of mind affected the way you operated. Okay. Do you know there's an amount of money? Okay. How many of you sell some things here? How many of you sell some stuff here? Like you sell some stuff. Okay. Imagine somebody calls you at 1 a.m. and you pick the call. Thinking maybe, it's some emergency or who might be calling you at that time. You pick this strange number, the person asks, now you did sell so and so. Let's assume you sell a bag of pepper. I'm just assuming. Yeah, so the bag of paper. And maybe that bag of paper is 120,000. And you hear this call. Hello, madam. Madam Pepe. Now you just say Pepe. First thing, you will be mad and angry. True or false? Not because you are not Mommy Pepe, but because who is asking for Mommy Pepe at midnight? And then before you want to get angry at you, say, no worry. Now say, as I did not so, I need Pepe emergency. Because at the pass na pass. If Pepe now 120,000, I'll be willing to give you 450,000 now. How many of you know that anger so do you now understand what I'm saying? You will see now that your state, nothing has changed. In fact, that person has not even given you the money. Am I right? Please, I'm going somewhere. Because most of the times, motivational speakers try to solve things from the branches and leaves and hardly from the root. I've said the day, of course, the day is coming, it's not a prayer point, that I will address the UN. I will hit all their so-called solutions that they bring to mankind and show them why it cannot work. Yes. I will tell them why it cannot work. Most of those are just agenda that looks like they are working, but they are not doing anything, and they know it. Let me give you a last example. Remember what I said? Anxiety, depression, excitement, and all of those things are what? Mental reactions. Okay, let me give you an example. Imagine I give you a diamond this size. Who understands what I'm saying here? A diamond worth $1 million. I did not say francs. $1 million. And I brought a big bucket of shit. I talk about that kind of old shit, you know? Not number one. Old one. Yes, that's fermenting. Old shit. I want you to really have the picture. That way the noom. You know it's made in noom. Don't pass over smell. That one if it's made in noom. I bring it here and I say, where? See diamond that you would have enjoyed. Then I drop it inside the bucket. How many of you will pick it? Let me tell you. Listen. The $1 million I called is an exaggeration. It does not need to be $1 million. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, as you are looking at me now, even if it was 100,000 francs, you will pick it. As I speak to you now. Some of you enter and say, what is shit? You see, you have redefined yourself and recalibrated yourself because of something. I'm going somewhere. So you will discover work never really stresses. What is the difference between our mothers? You see, everything we have complained about. I heard some people say, oh, I want to handle my this. I want to handle my work and my this. I want to handle my school and my work. So you are talking about you have to handle your school and your work when there even someone is paying your school fees. You are just talking about which work? You are talking about selling bangle in class. Selling earring. You know, you are calling yourself entrepreneur because you are selling earring in class. You are selling bando for 500. say I'm stressed. Do you know there are people who went to UB and they sent themselves to school? Paid their rent. They are paying your rent and you are still stressed. From home, you are talking about I'm stressed. You have not paid any bill, you are stressed. You have not had any child, you are stressed. You don't try born one pikin, you are stressed. Your mother had how many? We have mothers who had about 6, 7 children, doing nothing but farming. Doing nothing but farming. They still have their sanity till now. A generation is rising. I cannot come and be talking about it. Listen, the problem is that this generation are looking, when you see that they love this kind of topic, is because they are coming to hear somebody who will massage their ego and tell them, well, don't be strong. Be strong. Listen to me. I have just proven you with practical examples that your state of mind controls whether it's anxiety or excitement you have. And take note, all of these things I quoted, nothing really changed about the circumstance. When that man called you and said, I will pay 400,000, your feeling changed, yet the money has not come. Who is understanding what I'm saying? So what's your perception of work? Because your perception of work is playing a big role in how stressed you are. All of us here will, I'm talking all of us, including me, will happily, without complaining, send our hand in sheet and carry the diamond. Are you hearing what I'm saying? By the way, what is stress? What is stress? How many of you know that we have this thing in this generation where we use words where we don't really know what it means? How many of you know that we are so used to using words we don't know? What is stress? What is stress? Can I have a mic? Can I have a mic? Let's start by defining what stress is. I don't want to create my own definition. I'm talking about definition you can Google. Definition you can look in the dictionary. One dictionary definition of stress is emotional pressure suffered by a human being or an animal. It means not only you are stressed. Even a rat can be stressed. When I saw this definition, I was like, wow. So I can be living my life in my house like that. My rats are even more stressed than me. It's why now I'm hiding food too much. Some of you, the rats in your house, their mates are laughing at them. They ask you, why? What did you do for that house? Emotional pressure suffered by a human being. Another definition, in fact, I Googled it, so I'm not telling you something that I created. I want us to use the definition of what they say stress is, and then we manage it, right? It's what they say stress is. What is stress? I checked out another definition. It says, how your brain and body react to any demand, pressure, or challenge. How your brain and body react to any demand, pressure, or challenge. It means when there is a demand on you, how your mind and body reacts to that. When there is pressure, it can be socio-economic pressure, it can be physical pressure, mental pressure, whatever, or a challenge you are facing, how your brain and body react to any demand, pressure, or challenge. That's stress. Where you go and they're analyzing some of the signs that you are stressed, the characteristics. We have some physical signs. Who knows some of the physical signs of stress? Yes, please, use your mic.
Growing pale.
Okay, you're growing pale. Okay. Growing pale, you are stressed. Okay. Yes? Who else? Yes, I'm seeing some hands there.
Nerves pain.
You are having nerve issues, nerve pains. Okay.
You're having back pain.
Okay, your own is back pain. Where? All kinds of characteristics of physical. Are you sure those are signs?
Headache.
Headache. Good. That's a very. I think headaches are very characteristic of stress. We have fast heartbeat. There are people, very fast heartbeat, tight muscles, just feel uptight, shaking. Some people are shaking. You are shaking. These are physical signs. I'm telling you the physical signs of. So begin to check yourself. We are doing. Begin to check yourself. What did I say? Fast heartbeat, headaches, tight muscles, shaking, or feeling very tired. How many of you have ever woken up and you are just so lazy that you are lazy is lazy? Have you ever felt tired that you decided to rest? Now, after you rested, you woke up, you had to rest from that rest. Normally, when you rest, you are supposed to wake up refreshed. If you rest and wake up tired, something is wrong. That's why when you truly rest, you don't even need long hours. Who has ever dozed up and just woke up with energy? You know what I'm saying? Like you literally, that happens to me a lot of times, even in my office. Like, you just bow your head like this, and you wake up. Some of you will sleep from 8 p.m. Wake up at 10 a.m. and rest again a little bit. Till midday. You may be stressed. That's the physical characteristics of being stressed. What about the mental signs that you're stressed? Feeling worried. Listen, I know that it's so difficult for some of you to believe, but worry is not your natural state. You know, we are in a time that, I don't even know that the way you are wired, sometimes when you are not worried, you can even think something is wrong with you. In fact, people expect you to always be worried. Why you need to worry? It's my non-worriness. How does it concern you? So we have feeling worried, feeling sad for no reason. How many of you ever felt like that? You cannot pinpoint what is making you sad. You are just sad. That time you start making grammar, start posting memes. Start become motivational. When you see somebody who is not posting, become motivational speaker online, something is going on. You see people who have never been posting. I know of a young man who was hardly posting. Of recent now, he's quoting. Motivational speaker. Some people's status is as if they're fighting with somebody. They're always fighting. Like you can really see the tension. Why do people live like that? Like their status is always a battlefield. Every advice that you listen, there's a way people like to give advice. You know they are fighting with themselves. By the way, who are you advising? Have you finished advising yourself? Feeling worried, sad, angry, or having a hard time paying attention. Many people, when they're stressed, you can't pay attention. One definition of stress, I want to highlight that definition. It says it is an overwhelming feeling when we are under pressure. I've highlighted overwhelming feeling. I'm highlighting what? Overwhelming feeling. I came to realize that all this so-called mental health is very strongly linked to our emotional state. It's because human beings are emotional beings. That is the reason why a lot of times we cannot take rational decisions. Do you know one of the reasons why men seem to be better leaders? I say seem because it's not every case. Men seem to be better leaders. It's because they are more rational than feeling beings. Is that true? That's true. When you talk to a man, his brain automatically starts looking for solution. When you talk to a woman, she's looking for a way to sympathize. Two different reactions. That's why to a woman would prefer where Asia than giving solution. In fact, some women will be angry with you when you are always giving a solution. They want to say, hear me first. Hear me first. Once a man knows where you are going to, he's already feeling, listen, men take a lot of energy to just listen. Most of the time, if you really hear what is going on within there, you will not talk. In the match, you are talking like, we're not waiting. Will you not just shut up? Will you not just shut up? We're not really waiting. Just shut up. Just shut up. I understand the problem. You see, a woman will go to work and come back, and her only problem is that somebody in her office is wearing the same shirt like her. And she will come back and she has to explain it. Now, by the time you're talking, the man is just taking your head. Just throw the shirt and buy another one. The person says, no, you don't hear me. So, overwhelming feeling. Please, I am still emphasizing on what? Feeling. Overwhelming feeling. Now, if stress is a feeling, I am telling you something. That feelings come but from thoughts. We already addressed this at the beginning. That feelings come from thoughts. And I showed you that if you are owing rents and somebody calls you, how many of you ever received a promise here? A very good one. How many of you ever received a promise that come tomorrow? Who knows something? Like they say, come tomorrow. Who knows that you are feeling changes even when you have not received the thing? True of us. It means that, do you now see that you can feel good just because of the way you are thinking? Did anything change? Do you now have the money for house rent? Not yet. Yet, if I call and say, come tomorrow, come and collect the house, so that house and how much? You see, 360, I say, what is that? Come and collect 400,000 tomorrow, 40,000 your transport. And you're just living from Mayor Street to my 17. People will be talking and you're just smiling. You don't understand why. You are so excited. You'll be washing plates that you don't plan to. You go to the house and wash plates. You even wash dresses. They're like, what is the problem? Because you even want to tire quick. You want to be tired quick so that you sleep well. Let tomorrow reach fast. How many of you ever felt like the days going slow? So, if it's an overwhelming feeling, you can handle the feeling by your thought processes. Who now understand why I asked that question? What is your perception about work? Do you see that question is key to managing your stress levels? You see, our parents defined even marriage differently. That's why they approached it differently. This is a talk for another time. People are making me to enter into other things that I'm not supposed to enter. Even how you would treat marriage and all of those things depend on your definition of it. Even in America, blacks' marriages last longer. As I was watching one comedian, he was like, blacks know that shit is forever. So even when they hate each other, they will insult each other, but they know you are not going anywhere. But whites know that marriage is just your current relationship. And you are not permitted to have two wives. So it's just the current one. Before you divorce, have another one. People growing up, you will say, this is my fourth marriage. So what's your perception of work? How many of you have realized that you had never really answered that question? What do you think about work? What is work? I thought we were having a conversation here. What to you is work? I'm being stressed lately. Do you know most of the time when people say they are being stressed, check it. What they are complaining about, they have been doing it before and were not stressed. Do you know that hardly are people complaining about something they have not been doing? If it was truly too tough, you would have not entered in the first place. Something changed along the line. Or by the time you were approaching it. What is your perception of work? Maybe I should start by, let's look at wrong perceptions of work. Wrong perceptions of work. Wrong perceptions of work. Number one, wrong perceptions of work. Interesting. Number one, this is for religious people. This perception of work is for religious people, especially Christians. I hope you know the story they told you in Sunday school can be affecting you till now. Christians have this wrong perception of work. How many of you are ready to hear? How many of you are Christians here? This is very common thing among Christians. That work is a result of the curse. That's why deep within, some of you are just like, Why can't we just go back to the garden? I don't even know what I'm talking about. In fact, the reason why you are running to go to heaven is actually running from work. Do you know that the heaven of your dream, the heaven that was sold to you, is a place where people are doing nothing? So we're bowing down and doing. Somebody has described to you a scenario they saw. It's like, imagine somebody comes to church and see us dancing and praising God and go to their wall and say that all that those people do there are dancing. Is it true? Because we brought you in. If they are not walking in heaven, how are they sending angels to come and give a message on this earth? Huh? So, hear the procession. If man did not fall, all this suffer, good. You see, by that definition, you now start calling what? Suffer. How can you enjoy what is suffering? Perception. When Elon Musk will sit down and say he's looking for solution in his office, he said he packed his things from his house. When they told him that something could not be done, some of you should be reading biographies of great men. You only know how to talk. He's a trillionaire. They told him something cannot be done. He packed his things and went and slept in his office. Go and find out. He said he slept in his office for 6 months with his team. You cannot do that if you believe you are suffering. That's why some people can go through something and it does not break them. You go through, it breaks you because your mind is saying suffering, and you know you are a soft baby girl. You are not meant for that. You are not meant for that. You are a soft baby girl. Baby, how do they call it? Baby girl life. Huh? That? Yes, you are too fine to suffer like that. You know, you're too fine. There's a fine that has W. You're too fine. Too cute. Wrong perception. So in your mind, that's why to you, now that you're a Christian, God should be taking away some of this stress. Are you understanding now? Do you now understand why some, I say some, because we don't do that here. Do you now understand why some Christians adopt laziness as a lifestyle? Because according to them, that is the true calling. God brought you in to redeem you from the curse. So, because in your mind, Adam began to walk and suffer because he was cursed. Am I right? Because you start referring to, you would till the earth. How many of you know what I say? You know that curse came. But you forget that walk came before man fell. Go and read your Bible. I don't want to turn this to Bible class. Go and read your Bible. Genesis chapter 1, when God makes man, tell him be fruitful, multiply everything. He says, God created man and put him in a garden, a prepared garden. Listen, the garden was already prepared. And then he told him to do what? To walk it and keep it. So you cannot even keep it if you are not walking it. So the first thing God gave man was walk. A blessed man was given walk. But because we like half-baked stories of what we call feel-good stories, we believe that walk is a result of a curse. No. Walk came before man ever fell. Are you hearing what I'm saying? In fact, Jesus made a very profound statement. That my Father is walking till now. Hitherto my Father walks. So I'm walking. That God is still walking till now. You know, some people used to say, God rested. How many of you know that the picture of God in your mind? God is still resting since He created. Who knows what I'm talking about? Do you see that we have a lot of problems? Your theology will kill you one day. Oh. Is it not written that God rested on the 7th day? He created man after 6 days, and then on the 7th day, hey. And in your mind, God is still resting till now, right? Thank God for Jesus. Oh. Now, Jesus Christ will say, Father, God is still working. God rested, God did not rest in heaven. The rest is regarding to man and this earth. That's why it says, whatever people agree on earth, it means whatever will happen to this earth, we are the one who determine it. That's the rest. God has created man to continue, to sustain. It means God, we are the sustainability of God on earth. You are not understanding what I'm saying. Man is the sustainability of what God created on earth. Because anybody who creates something must create a system by which the thing can continue without their presence. So we continue. So he can rest with regards to our world because he has made man in his. That's why nothing he does now on earth is always through man. People cry in Egypt, oh, Moses, come. I've heard their cry. Come, I am sending you. We are struggling, oh. Even Jesus came to do final work. He came like a man. So wrong perception. Work is not as a result of a curse. Tell your neighbor that. So stop that thing. You are not cursed. Now, do you now see that if now you believe that it was cursed, and I tell you now that you have been redeemed from the curse, automatically you will think I'm telling you are redeemed from work. Be careful how you're thinking, you know. Wrong perception. Another wrong perception of work. Who is learning something here? Maybe is it too much? Are we too much? Can we end it like that? Have we tried? Your money is not finished. Okay, when we reach the amount that you know that you has reached your amount of your money, just tell me. My money is finished for me. I'm okay. Wrong perception of work. Number 2, I work for money. No, today, let's just scatter all the table and let it be not table safe. We can start making chairs. Why must they start with table? Let people first sit down before we make table. I put a coin for that one, so that one hard now. Wrong perception. I work for money. The reason why work will stress you is because money will never be enough. Once you work for money, the work must stress you because the equivalent is never equivalent. There is no hard work that can give you the money you're looking for. I repeat, and I'm telling anybody watching me anywhere, that there is no hard work you can do. In fact, there's a line you will cross that you study people who are having money. You would think that this war is not fair because they are not working as hard. The people who truly have money are not working as hard. I wish I can tell you this. The problem is that when you are under that line of poverty and brokenness, you don't believe what I'm saying. People under that line worship money. So it's so hard for me to convince you that money is not what you need. Because money has become your quest. So I work for money is a wrong perception. Do you know why? Listen, in fact, you will always do the bare minimum once money is your motivation. And can I tell you a secret? I'm telling you this is a word of wisdom. Whenever you do the bare minimum for money, your employer or the person you work with or for will never share real opportunities with you when they come. When true opportunities come, it will never be shared with a person who always works the bare minimum for money. So I work for money. It's a wrong mindset. Adam was not working for money. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to Genesis. Do you know that Adam already had everything in the garden when they told him to walk? It means work was not designed. Okay. I'll bring that the next point. It's okay. Let's just stick with this one now. I'll tell you this. I work for money. The reason why you are so offended at your job site is because when you look at your work and you look at your salary, you always just feel like people are using you in this life. People must be using you. In fact, those people are rich because they are using your star. You know, African people, where a bad African man will enter a superstition. No, we don't want to know. Where we cannot explain it, Juju Mobi. Now that all village people have moved to town, who are we going to blame? Those village uncles and aunts that we used to complain about, I hope you know that you are now the uncles and aunts that will soon be the ones tying people. You don't know. It's just a matter of time now. As you start cross 30 to go, you are already entering that dimension. So very soon people start seeing you running. You will give my money now, they will go pray first. So I see that auntie give me money. Since that day, things have not been working. Wrong perception. I work for money. You will be stressed by that work. I was training for Chitekma University. I always share about what is open, what I've put online. So there are so many work I do that I cannot share based on what we call NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. But I work for Chitekma. When I came, the first time I was talking to their staff, I made a statement. I'm sure it first disturbed. I just came and I told the workers, I said, first, let me just tell you people now. There is no salary here that will ever be enough. They say, not true. As I'm talking to you now, if you are having a job somewhere, how many of you believe that your salary is good enough? Why are those other people who will never see the way we ask them, they say they are working? Where are you people now? You are working what? No salary is good enough. So if you work for salary, you have signed up for work stress. Please, make no mistake. I'm not one of those people that said I go and fire your boss. You know, when motivational speakers wanted to do network marketing, they came and brought that clause, fire your boss. Oh, some people suffer. How many of you have ever heard that? They say, go and fire your boss. They went and fired their boss. Listen, there's a time, some of you don't know, many people need a 9 to 5 at some phase of their life before they can be able to build anything for themselves. You never even know how to wake up on your own on time. You want to go start be an entrepreneur. We're going for one. So what are you doing now? You know, I'm a boss. It's my own time, my own schedule. Okay, let me proceed. Maybe I give you one more wrong perception. Can I give you one more? This is not exclusive list. I'm just sharing based on your money you pay. Why are you looking at me like that? This one might also stink. Wrong perception. I work to earn a living. No, you don't work to earn a living. In fact, you work because you were already gifted a living. If you are not living, you will not work. So you are not working to earn a living. Bad statement. It's like we are earning this life. You cannot earn it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You cannot earn it. You are working because you have already been gifted a living. Now, this is where I wanted to talk about. If you are trying to earn a living, then God will not give Adam work. Listen, why will Adam, who has everything, work? The mindset of I earn a living means that automatically, when you have your needs met, you will not work again. True or false? Is that true? That is why most people, I don't want to say girls, let it be some bias. Most people, when they can be sure that money will come again, whether they be scammers or those girls who have jangis that are not working. God really does wonders in the lives of girls. The kind of God that these girls serve, I never see this kind of God. Some take trips to Dubai and they are not working. Because you watch film and they tell you, hold this for your beauty. If you are working to earn a living, then it means, have you ever asked yourself, why is David Oyedepo still preaching? With passion. He still runs 4 services. He's preaching all. Listen, if that man was looking for money, he would have stopped preaching. Something else is driving him. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So, God gives Adam a garden with everything inside there. He says, walk it. It means Adam is not working to earn a living. Who's understanding what I'm saying? It means it's not the work that Adam is doing that gives him a garden. Adam is working because he has a garden. Am I even making sense? Okay, let's go to right perceptions. The right perceptions of work that will help you. You must see work as an opportunity for you to use your gifts and talents. No matter how gifted you are, no matter how skillful you are, you need an avenue to put it to use. True or false? Am I right? If you say you are a tech engineer, for you to put it to work, I must give you a job. You must have a work. Am I right? You must have a work. If you see work as that avenue to put your gifts and talents to use, I have, by God's grace, I've also been into the music world. I've recorded songs, different producers, and I will tell you something. I have come to a producer, and the recording session is going so well, so interesting, that I did not leave the place. When I finished singing, we sat there, mixed everything, mastered it, and I left with it the next morning. Are you understand what I'm saying? Like, it was so enjoyable. The person is enjoying themselves. Have you ever seen how somebody takes their time on somebody's hair? It's as if their joy and pride is in how it comes out. You are always frowning when it's time to go to work. How will you not be stressed? How will school not stress you? That very department you are in. Are you not the one who is always angry with those people in front? Before teacher was a class on the now they even said, sir, you forgot the assignment. How many of you know those people in class? Now, the teacher will come and he has forgotten before they want class on close. So don't carry back, you go. Some pug nose. Sir. Say yes. You forgot though, you gave us assignment. Class. Now wait. They ask you, who they say forget? And you are the one who's always answering that from behind. Because you don't even try car school today. So over at no assignment today. That very thing tormenting you is exciting to somebody. That's to tell you that stress is relative. So right perceptions, an opportunity to use your gifts and talents. Number 2, the right perceptions of work. I hope you know this right perception of work is already, these are the solutions. I hope you're already understanding I'm solving your problem now. Are you getting it? So I first of all show you your problem. And you can see now why you are stressed. Because the stress of you have taken a relationship. Had you put in that effort in your work, I swear, you would have been a connoisseur. You have been a master. Right perception of work. Number 2, you must see work as an opportunity to serve and be served. You must see work as what? An opportunity to serve and be served. To serve and be served. The opportunity to serve. Why do I say serve and be served? Because taking from the words of Jesus, the great, unarguably the greatest human that ever lived, he said that I did not come to be served, but to serve. It means great leaders serve. It means in work, you help serve others. Now, in that process, you will also be served. But if, as a leader, you serve, you also have somebody above you who serve you. Am I right? It means in a good system, as you serve others, you are also being served. Am I right? I know it's very difficult to understand that in a country like this because we don't know what leadership is. We believe that leadership is where you drive big cars and your pastor will come by, and people are shifting. As a leader, I am serving the people under me. As a follower, I am being served by the people above me. Am I right? So work, you see it as an opportunity to serve and to be served. Stress already reduced. Number 3, you have to see work as an opportunity to grow and evolve. How many of you know that Adam was made as a full-fledged man? Is that true? According to the story in Genesis, Adam is not a child, right? Adam is not a child. We know of Jesus, and the child Jesus grew. Adam did not incarnate in this world. Am I right? Adam was made a full-grown man. You see, When they tell somebody the first assignment is walk something and keep, it means that walk has an evolutionary role. It means walk makes you better. Walk makes you evolve. So, you must see walk as an opportunity to grow. How many of you have ever looked back at something you were scared and saw impossible to do, and now the way you can handle and navigate it? How many of you ever look back and seen how much you have grown because you took up a task and began to do it? True of us. So walk. How many of you are happy today about some of the works or the jobs or the tasks that you did not want to catch when they were giving you? I don't know about you, but how many of you used to have problem washing plates when you were growing up? Like sometimes you can prefer to clean the house 2 times. Some people even prefer to wash dresses, not dishes. But do you know at the same time, dishes were some people's best work. Opportunity to grow and evolve. So see, I always tell workers, when I talk to workers at their job site or in a company, I always tell them, I said, you will always be disgruntled or offended as long as the only thing you are gaining from that place is money. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You see somebody work in a place, after 5 years, they give me away to self. Then the next day when you are going to look for a job, what do you say? I worked 5 years. If you are truly offended, then never mention my name or my company in your CV. Yet they will go and put 1992 to 1997. I work for so and so. Most of the people offended in us still use us as their CV. Nobody can use you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Nobody can use you. Anybody using you is making you better. Are you getting what I'm saying? Anybody using you is making you better. I grew up, I knew this. It was a blurry situation. My mother grew up with her brother and his wife. So I used to just hear this in bits as my mother would be talking to my how they were discussing how my father, the house where she was living in. How many of you know Lebechi? Do you know Mama G? They call her Lebechi. You know Lebechi? Mama G. That real tyrant in the home. So my mom says that's how that woman was, but was always pretending in front of her brother. So when her brother comes, the woman will be caring openly. Oh. When she goes, they will beat her, torment her, she will do all the work. She says, but after so many years, when she looked back, all the works and the chores that they were enforcing on her became her strengths. All the food that they were forcing you to cook, now you are a better cook. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Nobody can use you. You are only angry. In fact, most people crying, they are using me, are the greatest users. They are the users of men. So see work as an opportunity to do what? To grow and evolve. Remember, I told you that you are feeling overwhelmed and worked up is just because of your perception. Are we right? Good. See work as an opportunity to network and collaborate. As an opportunity to do what? Network and collaborate. See work as an opportunity to network and collaborate. How many of you know that there are people you will never meet in this life unless you work in certain places? Do you know if you are working in an airport, just as a simple attendant or gate man or flight attendant, even people who escort you to the plane, you will meet people in this life that people are dying to meet. Am I right? Do you know how many people have entered my house? And then they say, hey, Apostle. Hey, good day, sir. Good day, sir. They know me, I don't know them. They are just shocked they enter my house. How did they enter? They came to fix something. Electrical fault. There are people living in my house who have never entered my bedroom. Plumber has entered. The people have lived in my house until you are finished. The highest you see is my blind. But electrician came that very day. I entered, climbed on my bed, safe. Who's the someone saying? Work gives you access that you can never have. There are mechanics that call your ministers on phone. I hope you know that. Mechanics. Mechanic. Man, we no go school. Yet, there are some divisional delegates that cannot call. Are you understanding what I'm saying? There are mechanics that will pick their phone and beep Prime Minister. You hear them? Pa, there are breaks. We go change them all. No, I tell you, Pa. No, the breaks no over expensive. I just 120,000. That correct one. They drop. Go buy brakes for 10.5. Pastor Clovis told me about a young man in Manfe who knows how to sew, but will always fail you. He said, they say SDO of Manfe will come and carry it and sit inside the place and say, this so. He said, don't lock it. So you go lock it, SDO go movies. Make us sew it close. I'm telling you. Do you now see that if you perceive that work will give you such opportunity? Do you know people have left a place and it was a customer, it was somebody who came and met them there that became their, how do people call it, destiny helper? Am I right? Let me enforce this point. The person I'm buying instruments with right now, in fact, as I tell you this, from the moment I started buying instruments and sound system and things, I think that should be about 2013. When I bought my first microphone, I was feeling myself. Microphone, mixer, and one speaker. It was somebody, I want to show you the power of networking. It was my media coordinator in my former church. Now, I'm talking this as somebody who is also a pastor. It was my media coordinator in my former church. I'm talking about my leader now. I was in the media department. He was the one. When I wanted to buy my first instrument, I called. He came and said, okay. He took me to Douala. I went to Douala. That was the first time I saw the place they called Kanyabasi. I don't know what it was. He took me there. I showed me Kanyabasi. Took me to a shop where he usually buys. I met this young man there. I bought from him. I can never forget. When I finished, I was like, oh, I'm hungry. That man said, no, let me just finish. I did not buy something. He was telling me how Prophet Frank of blessed memory had just come to his store the day before and changed his sound system for 30 million. anything you are starting, there are people who are ending. But yet, a man has seen 30 million a day before, yet he treated me as a king. These people can see far. I bought what? 1 speaker, 1 mixer amp, and mic. I was just saying, where I'm hungry. He said, no, let me just finish. I finished. This man took me. We took me to a restaurant, bought me food and drink, about 7,000. I bought for how much? And that was all. As I speak to you, from that day till today, I have never bought anything else. I've never bought anywhere else. Oh, trust me. I've already bought things more than 20 million. I've never bought anything else except from that boy. From that time till now. In fact, if he does not have it, he will go and take it. Who is understanding what I'm saying? But to confirm this point, when I came, he was working for his boss. In fact, I remember sometime when I came back to that shop and I met the real boss, I met the person who had the shop, he told me that that boy had gone to open a branch of their shop in Gabon. That means they trust a man to go to another country and go and set up. He went there, started the shop there, it was going on, and he came back. One day when I came, he said he has now had his place. So I am no longer buying. So the person I'm talking about now, I buy now from him. Originally, he was working for his boss. Now, where did he gain me? He gained me at work. So if you like, keep refusing. Now, today, I am his prime customer. I can call all these lights I bought from him. So you better see work as an opportunity to network and collaborate. Lastly, you must see work as an opportunity to be mentored. How many more minutes do I have? I'm feeling like I should end here and we can continue later. Now, nobody now wants to go. Are we not tired? This is stressing. I'm stressed. This work is stressing me. You know, people always say it's only your own work that's stressing you. This work is stressing me. If you put the number of hours I speak on my feet, you will just have a fast heartbeat. So an opportunity to be what? To be mentored. Listen, let nobody fool you. Reading books are good, oh. Reading books is good, oh. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's good to read books. But the most book does is information and inspiration. Can somebody become a swimmer by reading a swim book? But you can be inspired to take steps. You can, who is understand what I'm saying? Listen, there are things that can never be passed down to you until you work for the person. Until you work for the person. Opportunity to be mentored and gain what I call supervised experience. And gain what? Supervised experience. Now, take note, there is experience and there is supervised experience. There's a reason why I say gain supervised experience. How many of you know that where you go, just of recent, one of our volunteers in the UK, I think I've shared this with you, got to me. She's not even all got to me. Her company in the UK got to me. A new company that she wanted to be employed in. I said new because even the previous had gotten to me. And they said this person mentioned they had worked with you from so and so to so and so. Please kindly provide this information regarding the person in strict confidence. So, this person referenced me and Wisdom Foundation, and the people got to me. It means that what? You can have experience that has not been supervised. True. Personal experience. But people will never trust it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Every reference needs a referee. So I am that referee. The person they can contact to confirm what the person is saying so that they can give the person an opportunity to prove it. So you need supervised experience. Don't you see that now that I'm talking, work is becoming something interesting. We have not been oriented well concerning work. That is why work is stressing us well. So please remember, if you're having any question, just pen it down. Don't keep it in your head, you will forget. I will say something and you will laugh and forget. Pen it down and we'll take a few questions in a moment. I think we can end by 7 and take questions, right? Is it not too much? Am I not stressing you? So let me tell you this. You must be stressed when you have not defined yourself correctly. Okay, for those of you who are writing, reasons why people get stressed. I know people like topic. Reasons why people get stressed. So I say you must be stressed when you have not defined yourself correctly. I did not say you have not defined yourself. Oh. When you have not defined yourself correctly. What some people will call self-awareness. Self-awareness. Because self-awareness is primary to work ethic. Your work ethic comes from how you see yourself. So if you are a baby girl, soft life, clock it. That's why we clock it. So when they tell you anything at work, listen, this generation is so difficult to be mentored. Mechanic, they carry work with headphones. You holla he pack it back. Put your earpiece. He never look you. Listen, do you know that these patrons of nowadays were literally flocked at work? You come late, you kneel down, and they flock you. I remember I've shared this story. I met one young man. One time I came to church, I met a young man on the drums. It was school hour, a young boy. I said, young man, why are you here in church? He said he's not going to school. I said, well, school is not the problem. If you are not going to school, there must be something you are interested in. Education must not always be formal. What do you like? He said he loves electronics. He works with electronics. I said, good. I took him that very day. I cannot forget. I went to Checkpoint. Look for an electrical shop. Put him there. They told me to give what they call makrapati. I gave small thing. They said, oh, buy drinks now. How they call the makrapati to wash you. And I bought drinks. They said I should buy some few things, soda iron, I bought. I said, I want the boy to start work immediately. Anybody who knows me, I don't like to push something. Why are you pushing it? Start work. It was about mid of the week. Weekend, I did not see the boy in church. Somebody who had been coming to church. I did not see the boy in church. I said, work now has. I cannot forget Monday after Sunday. The boy called me. I said, yes. He said, now me, Pastor. I said, yes. If I want to ask, where were you? He said, Pastor, I want to tell you, say, I don't command me that work. I said, eh? I said, no, that man of a holla. You see, that holla is like that sheet. Well, if you are just watching this video now, you will not know the holla and the sheet. So go back and watch this video to know the connection between holla and sheet. Who is understand what I'm saying? If you see, the only reason you cannot take the holla is because you have not seen anything worth having from that place. They are shouting at me. So self-awareness is primary to work ethic. You will have a certain kind of work ethic where you define yourself correctly. Because being comes before doing. Are you getting what I'm saying? Being comes before doing. So stop laboring foolishly. That's point number 2. Reasons why people, because you labor foolishly. Put it like that. Say, I am stressed because I am laboring. Put it I. It's not you. I'm not stressed. Say, I am stressed because I am laboring foolishly. It is written in the Bible that what? The labor of the foolish wearies. Weary is stress. So some of you ask, is stress in the Bible? Yes. Weary. So you will not be weary. Weary. That's the word. King James, weary is stress. The labor of the foolish wearies every one of them. Miss every single one. Wisdom is a principal thing. Wisdom is a principal thing. So, one reason why people are stressed is because you are not working smart. You are only trying to work hard. Are you getting what I'm saying? You must work. I'm talking about this point. You must work smart even more than you work hard. That's why AI has come to stay, whether you like it or not. Because it's also easing the way work is being done. There is no way they'll be employing you to be doing calculation using a calculator that always does calculation ends with E. Error. Who knows that big calculator? Casio. When somebody is using Excel sheets, programs, do you know that right now, if some of you knew AI, you can actually be recording this teaching, and AI is preparing the notes for you, summarize it for you and give you. In fact, there are apps that will summarize this and give you the key points of what I said. Is that not smart work? Imagine you do that, get all these points, put it in your phone, and begin to play it. Am I making sense? We had a testimonial of one of somebody here in the hall who was testifying about attending a training last week, one of my teachings. And I was talking about thinking, about creativity. And she said she had never carried her business to social media. You're only doing traditional work. Only posting people having birthdays. And your cousins. Cousins who are not buying pepper. But when, you see, whether you like it or not, you must get to that point. Say, so you want to be carrying paper on your head and walking door to door? Things are evolving, oh. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Very soon, people will be buying and drones will come and be dropping on the door. I hope you know that. It's already happening. Delivery men. You see this delivery that they're doing? It just came to Cameroon. Nigeria has been doing it ever since. Very soon, human beings will not be doing it. Drones will come and drop the package on your door. There was a time people had to climb in helicopter. Cameraman will climb a helicopter and risk his life to take shot. We'll be camera. I saw the camera the first way. If he weighs, you tumble. Now drones take shots. Don't labor foolishly. If you labor foolishly, you must do what? Be stressed. So sometimes it's not the work, it's the way you're carrying about it. Okay, let me give you a practical example because all this grammar. They will tell you, we need, where you go and do work, we need this information. The sales for today. How many customers came in? Who bought? Who did not buy? What are things they asked and we did not have? A smart person goes and makes that sheet and makes a template. They did not tell you to do that. But you discover this information is what I need. You go and create your template. Customer name. Customer base, where they are coming from. What was asked? Quantity. What? Another person. You are there. Where's the ask? I beg your name, yeah. I beg go, no go. I'll be forget to ask you. You come on, are you getting me? After that, you now sit. One name is in your church book, the book for your service. Another name was in your phone. You have forgotten how you store it. Nji okro. Be egusi. He said, I'm sure that I'm going to advance. You want to get advance 2, advance home, advance Bamenda, advance. Who has ever got to the phone and you got confused? Advance Malingo. Advance my 17. You see, but somebody already had a. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Sometimes you are not stressed because of the work. You are stressed because you're not smart. They want to ask you information. You already know where to get it. Let me check. I know the day. I save it like that. I stop. Anytime they ask you to, you have to look for it the whole place. That's why you work out, you check table. You go work out, check back, go for back door. But somebody has it all. Who is getting what I'm saying? And the thing now is that you get angry with your workplace as if they're the ones stressing you. We already told you we need this. It's for you now to say, since we need this, how can I smartly make it available? Are you getting what I'm saying? Tell your neighbor, say, begin to work smart. Begin to work smart from today. We are at which point now? I just want to say this point is very necessary. Be resilient and build a strong work culture. Be resilient and build what? Yes. I think I will end with this one for now. But we must have a part 2 of this. Because stress, people are really stressed. See your face. You don't always look old when you see young. You always twist your face like that. Do you know that scientifically they say that when people are frowning, they get old faster? That people who are smiling. Build a strong work culture. You see, even the Bible says that diligent hands rule. It says, seest a man diligent in his work, he will do what? He will stand before kings. Not any kind of work go far. Weak minds will be crushed. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Weak minds will be crushed. We are in a fast-paced war. How many of you know we're in a very fast-paced war right now? Is that true? Things are moving fast. You can be the top seller in your town right now. By next week, some person enter town. All man abandon you. Fast-paced war. So you need emotional intelligence. That's why we always have emotional intelligence programs. You need to build your mental health. And above all, spiritual power. This is where many people miss it. Some people go and say, I want to build my emotional intelligence. Listen, one day your emotion will fail you. You know, so you have not yet met the boy that is a real temptation. So that's why you thought you believe you are strong. As I did so, I'm not damning for that thing. I'm not interested in relationship. You have not met the temptation. Your self-motivation can fail. Is that true? How many of you know your motivation can fail? Well, it happened to Jesus. Oh. How many of you know that Jesus at Gethsemane asked God that, Father, is there a way that we can skip this part? It means that at some point in time, Jesus asked us, am I sure I want to stress? Your self-motivation can fail. Listen, don't undermine spirituality. I did not say religiosity. I'm not talking about being religious. Most people don't have spiritual stamina. But I'm telling you that there's a line you cannot cross on this earth without being spiritual. So if you fail in the day of adversity, your strength is small. So like it or not, times must come that are difficult. What's your stamina? Day of adversity must come. Otherwise, some people will be like, how many of you ever faced something and you know mentally what you should do, but you don't have the power to do it? Who has ever felt like the truth is I never start wake up early? Who has ever known that kind of thing? I never start wake up early. If I want to survive, I need to start wake up early. But every day we call it. No power. At the end of the day, everything you know must be powered. You cannot be competing with people. There are people who sit like this and meditate for 2 hours. And all they are thinking, in fact, all they are saying is, anybody I talk to today must hear me. Anybody I talk to today must hear me. Anybody I talk to today must hear me. Your own is, Father, I thank you. I'm going out now. And you did that when you brush your teeth. Oh, all right, thank you for this day. You're a wonderful God. I thank you. As I go out right now, see me through in this business. They just go, since there's no time, you just keep your meditation to confession of the day. And you confess. Spiritual power is real because men are spiritual beings. I hope you know that. I hope you know everybody is spiritual, whether they are Christians or not. So what will crush you if you don't have spiritual power? I think I'll end there for now. So because of time, I will not want to catch my breath. People are following online. I will just go straight to some questions. I can take questions for about 15 to 20 minutes and we are done. I think we are having a good time already. So if you have a question, please, they'll bring the mic towards you. But are we good? Put your hands together for yourselves. Put your hands together. Please stand up so that you can stretch yourself. Yes. So you can stretch your leg. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Aha. Some people are not clapping their hands because they're not happy. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know. And you really want to show. If you're happy, you know, clap your hands. Okay, thank you. I was just, please be seated. Be seated. So I'll take a few questions. I think there's still more I want to talk on this. There's still more to talk on this, but we'll leave that for another session. But how many of you have already had a mind shift? I think this program brings a shift, and you begin to see that you are stronger than those things that are crushing you. Yes. So, you came with questions, and you should have already had. Good students should even come with questions before the teachers are teaching. Are our mics working? So for those who have been watching online, we'll also get your questions. Maybe we can get some questions from some people, one or two from those who are online. You see, knowledge truly empowers and transforms. When you rightly define things and define yourself, trust me, now you begin to understand why some people can work hard. Just to become a medical doctor, general practitioner is about 7 years, right? Am I right? 7 years to become a medical doctor. And is general practitioner. You're not a specialist. So somebody will ask, why are good is stress so? You see, to some people it's stress. Another person, better I go my ENS. 3 years, I start making my money. But by the time somebody goes through the school, that's why you see great careers are called disciplines. The medical field is a discipline. Engineering, a discipline. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
My question is, you said that I must be stressed when I have not defined myself correctly.
Yes.
So, how can I define myself to avoid stress?
Yeah, it was one of the things I've not yet talked about. It was sit down. That's why I said we'll look at that. But it's purpose related. Defining who you are. Are you getting what I'm saying? Listen. If somebody is going to become a nurse, let me give you an example. Please take note. There's a difference between job and purpose or whatever. But we are just talking anything that requires work, right? If somebody will become a nurse, they already know that there will be night duty, true of us. Am I right? Imagine, can somebody go and study nursing, finish nursing, and then I say, I beg, I'll be a nurse when they do night duty. Is that possible? So, for example, by defining that I am a nurse or I am becoming a nurse, you cannot complain about night duty. For example, night duty is not stress. You know it's part of your duty. But if somebody believes that they are not supposed to be at work in the night, that night work will easily stress them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. There's a reason why low entry employees are always the first to go home. Have you ever noticed that? The bosses are always the first to come and last to leave. Because they have defined themselves. I don't know if you understand. I'm just giving you a picture of what I mean by defining yourself that helps you to be able to define what you do. Because being comes before doing. Am I making sense? As a pastor, I cannot be complaining that, why am I praying? I don't expect everybody to be praying the number of hours I'm praying. Everybody's supposed to pray, but not everybody will pray the number of hours I'm praying. I'm just giving an example. So, if somebody wants to become a pastor, by defining who you are, you begin to already understand what it takes. Am I making sense? Yes. You cannot once say, I want to become a pilot, and you are afraid of heights. So you will be flying the plane where? In a tunnel. So I think when you define yourself correctly, it helps in your approach. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. I have another question.
Yes.
I don't know if it's related to what has been taught today, but how are you able to, or after these teachings, maybe some of us, we have picked offenses in our place of work and all that. How are you able to manage your offenses and at the same time be diligent in your work?
I've already given the answer. It does not come from who you were offended in. The problem is that most of you want that the change should come from the boss. No, I'm not talking to the boss here. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That's why I like the question. How do you manage your offense? It's your offense, not my own. Eh? Is it my offense? Is your offense. And I've said that, for example, I've just given you a practical example. That there are things you will go through because of what you know you are benefiting. How many times have you seen people stop going to work because of toxic people there? For example, you hear people say, I don't come to that church because of the kind of people they did. How many people have left their job because of the people who are there? Because that's where their money is coming from now. Am I right? Is that not where you are feeding yourself? So you will see that when you have what you are gaining, there are things you overlook. So hence the other points of right perception of work. Now, I did not go down into other things, but when I know, for example, that this job is forming this kind of thing in me, I will let go of the offense. Are you understand what I'm saying? That's why you're supposed to say, you see, the people of the world, many jobs, politicians, they understand this thing more than church people. Where you come to a place and you can be able. How does Daniel walk in a place of people surrounded with their own customs and he is able to keep his job? Trust me, the typical Christian will not know how to operate like that. Are you understand what I'm saying? He's keeping his job to his vision. He's a prophet. So, I'm trying to tell you that you went to learn hair. Learn your hair. So one will go for day, goes and say, yes, say, you have a live woman. You can't learn how for live woman. Eh? Are you getting my point? So, if you know that there is experience, there is connection and network and things you're benefiting from there, it shapes your offenses, shifts them, and gives you a focus. Am I making sense? Yes. That's how we do. Let me take one more question and I'm done. Is there any person with a question? Okay, let's take one more question. And I'm done.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
You said Stress from work is actually from our perception. So
Come again.
you said stress from work is actually the way we think, our perception, how we feel.
Yeah, most of the time.
Because I want to ask that, so what about the kind of jobs that people do? Like, for example, people that work in chantiers, they come back, they are all broken and they take drugs. Is it that they are not stressed from their job, or is it that it's the job that is not stressing them?
Remember, I talked about physical signs, mental signs, right? One of the things that we'll look into is purpose related. Like I said, this is not exhaustive. There are some things I did not teach or I did not go into. I was giving the key major reason why people are stressed, and you discover that more than 80% of people's stress come from this. Because people often already know what they cannot do or what they don't want to do. Most people get in and then they are stressed after a while because of this perception. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Now, but there are still another reason for stress is misalignment. It's something we'll talk about. Remember, there's something that Jesus said. He says, "Come unto me, all you are labor, heavily laden, and I will give you rest." He says, "Take my yoke and take my burden." It means it does not mean that you will not carry something, but he said that there is one that is tailored for you. So sometimes it's misalignment, and misalignment still comes from what? When work is just to make money, people can take upon themselves what is crushing them just for money. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
So you end up destroying your health. That's the reason why people will go and work in coal mines. They are destroying their lungs, but man go do you know. So that is also, it's possible that the work environment puts a strain on you that you were not designed to take. But you went for it because of your mindset. That's why I started from mindset. Because had you known yourself, self-awareness, had you have a vision, had you understood who you are and where you are going to, you will not take those jobs. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir.
So it's possible that the kind of job stresses you. But I want to I did not start from there, because most people, to them, is that is where the stress comes from. Because they are looking for a way to stop working. But let me tell you, every work that stresses you is another person's designed work that does not stress them. Have you understood what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you an example. Those of you who did small biology, the one you can still remember in secondary school, there is something that they always ask in biology. Digestion of protein, digestion of carbohydrates. They say when the food goes to the stomach, hydrochloric acid is there, it mixes with the food, and then it begins to break it down. Am I right? It means that one of the reasons you have gastritis is actually because there is acid in your stomach. So when either due to wounds caused by bacteria or whatever, that stomach wall is wounded, that acid now begins to burn the stomach lining and you feel pain. I want to help you why people call gastric. It's gastritis, right? Now, so if you never had those bruises, you will not feel pain. Am I right? So your stomach naturally has acid. Who is understanding what I'm saying? If you now take, let's say, sperm cells or cells of the eye or cells from another part and put in that stomach, the acid there will burn it, true of us. Am I right? So the question is, who sent those cells there? So that cell will say, toxic environment, toxic environment, toxic environment. No, that acid is necessary for the work of that environment. So a person who was designed to be there will have a cuticle, a skin that will not allow that acid to burn it. How you understand what I'm saying? We all are different. So it means there are people, your natural makeup, your purpose also is linked to your makeup. That's why some of you are struggling somewhere, whereas you could have. Life was not designed to be that difficult. But sometimes you are struggling somewhere. That's why you see people who have no sense of biology or chemistry, who did arts, real arts. That arts means the art of arts. The only thing we left now drawing. They are the ones now doing nursing. No wonder people are dying in the hospital. You want to come there playing card. You want to come there on their phone. Doctor, no day. Are you see? Because these people are forced to do that to earn a living. If you meet a true nurse, who has ever met somebody that it looks as if that nurse is their calling? Who knows what I'm talking about? Do you know that some women have lost their children just because they met a midwife who was in a haze? People say, you go born, no madam, you go born quick, you go born. I don't overstay for a year, you go born. I'm telling you. Yeah, what somebody is saying. But there are people who will lose, who can stand by you for 24 hours. Some people have been forced to be operated upon just because somebody that is not in their calling. So you just look as the woman the labor, they still provoke you. Madam, you go push, you go push. Just push, better push. No matter. When I go open food. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So, but yet, to somebody, that's an opportunity for them to express who they are. So, what is stressing another person? That's why I don't want to conclude on, the place. No, that is why a good environment defines themselves. You are the one now who chooses to be there. Don't come and accept to be here and start blaming that. Why would not they so? Did we not tell you? Are you understanding what I'm saying? We tell you, we clearly define this is how we do. So you come for interview, they ask you, can you work under pressure? You said yes. Now they give you a job. You just say, I bet that pressure plenty. Did we not tell you? You thought we're joking, ask you, can you work under pressure? So those other things exist. Those other things will handle it in the next part of this. I was working on a key thing that I observed, that stress comes from the feelings and the thoughts. So we must handle our mindset towards work to be able to handle more than 80% of our work stress. That's what I was talking about. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this beautiful edition of The Rise of Giants, Managing Work Stress. Thank you for coming. I am excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you to the next edition. I think next edition should be in September. We'll be having a next edition of The Rise of Giants in September. And I think we can still handle this. Managing work stress, the part 2. We'll look at it so that by that time you have got to handle this other stress. And you come back and we get better. Thank you so much for coming. We celebrate all those who have been watching online. Your comments. Connect with us today. Use the numbers on the screen. Connect with us. We have resources, books, tapes, and much more. Please, when you hear about our next event, don't miss. Coming August before September, we are going to have the Meet the Love Doctor live. Building emotional intelligence. Trust me, your emotional health is very important. There will also answer a lot of questions about love and relationships. I've also been having in my mind to have special love and relationship just for married people. Because it did like say, married people are causing more problem now than unmarried people. So, I'm having a special edition. I want to do a special edition for married people. In fact, married people from 2 years and above. With theme, why did I get married? So you can attend if you like, but we are going to have that for married people. Why did I get married? It's a beautiful topic, so we'll have that next week. Not next week, sorry. Next month. It's beautiful. So thank you so much. And I pray that as you go, may God keep you. May God give you the grace and the empowerment to apply these truths, to walk in light, and to walk in wisdom. In Jesus' name. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Please make sure you greet somebody. Talk to somebody you don't know. before going out and having your way. Thank you very much. See you. Do we have a DJ? Song.